When I say sleep hygiene, you say, what is that? So, sleep hygiene are the ways that we prepare our body to have a restful night's sleep. I've noticed that as I have gotten older and I have kids and I have a career, that sometimes I can go to sleep easily and get a really restful night's sleep, and other times I struggle. I either struggle falling asleep or I struggle staying asleep. So, this morning I was actually talking to my 9-year-old daughter about sleep hygiene. I was getting ready to make this video, and she was asking about this basket that I prepared, which we're going to talk a little bit about. And I was talking with her and said, "What do you think of when you think of sleep hygiene?" She's like, "I have no idea what that means." And I said, "Well, think of the processes and the things that we do before bed to create the conditions that make you feel rested, that make you feel ready to go to sleep. How do you prepare your body to transition from being awake, being active, to being in a calmer, more relaxed state, getting ready for bed?" Because that's what really helps us to fall asleep and stay rested. And so we were talking about some of the things that she uses, and a lot of the things that she uses, no surprise, are also things that I use, since these are things that I've found work for me. They're things that I've taught for her to use. So I'm going to share a few of them with you today. I've created this little basket. It's my sleep hygiene basket. And in it, you'll notice a number of different items. And these are things that, as I start to wind down for the evening, about an hour and a half, sometimes even 2 hours before bed, I start the process of getting ready for sleep. So, one of the things that I like to do is I almost always like to light a candle. As you know, I really like the smell goods. I really like things that offer that warm glow, that soothing environment that a candle can provide. So, I light a candle. I have my yogi tea. This tea has an ingredient called ashwagandha, and that has been shown to help folks to decompress from stress, have a more calming state. So, even the act of just steeping the tea bag makes me feel more relaxed. I'll often add some turmeric in there, which is an anti inflammatory, and that makes me feel like I'm just giving myself an added little boost of doing something that's good for my body. I have this lovely, cozy wrap. You put it in the microwave for about 60 seconds, and then I'll just rest it on my shoulders. It's like giving yourself like a warm little hug and a little bit of like a weighted massage all at the same time. And the last two things are my bonnet. If you have curly hair, you know. If you don't have curly hair, you probably have no idea what this is. But I put on a bonnet at night to protect my hair. And even though that might seem silly, like how does that prepare you for sleep? It signals to my body, I only wear the bonnet at night. It's only something I put on right before I go to bed. So when I put this on, the ritual of putting it on signals it's time for sleep. And then lastly, I have a book and a book light. So oftentimes watching TV or something that gets your brain activated, maybe it helps you doze off if you're patterned to go that route. But oftentimes I find reading a book and turning off the lights and just having a book light attached so that there's not a ton of light filtering through your eyes is just the ticket. The only trick is this one is really entertaining. So sometimes you have to know, is this the right book before bed, or do I need to pick something that's maybe a little less entertaining that I'm going to want to keep reading. So I encourage you to make your own little basket, be creative, and see how it affects your sleep hygiene.